Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button, smack the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you like it, please pass it on to somebody else who might like it too, and drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Don't forget to stick around to the end because I'm also going to read a couple of my favorite comments from previous videos. So hang around to see if maybe one of yours was one of my favorite comments. All right, guys. Someone asked me a very interesting question the other day, another Aquarius, and she asked me if I would answer this in a video, and I thought it would be fun for all of us to think about this question. So this is my 5. She asked me for 5 things that I love the most about being an Aquarius. Like, what do I love the most about being Aquarius? So those of you who are Aquarius, please tell us in the comments section, what do you love about being Aquarius? And if you're around Aquarius or you're into Aquarius, what are the things that make you drawn to us? We would love to know. So for me, what I love about being an Aquarius, number 1, and this may sound very odd, but I like being able to detach easily. I see a lot of people in real bad heartache because they need to detach from something or someone that's bad for them. And in a lot of these cases, they're not able to do it, or they're not able to do it, you know, in a timely fashion before this person has done something to them. As an Aquarius, I can pretty much, especially at this point in my life, I can pretty much detach from anything that's harmful, especially pretty easily. So to me, that's a really good, that's a really helpful trick because like I said, I see a lot of people who need to detach, but they're so attached that they can't. For the Aquarius, it's actually the other way around. We have a hard time attaching. So I would rather have a hard time attaching than a hard time detaching. Aquarius will have a hard time detaching from a person or a situation if it really means something to us. But I'm going to say 90% of the time, it's not as hard for us as it is for other sun signs. So I like that. I like being able to detach from something that's bad. And most of the time, my energy is back. So that detached nature, my energy is more of an observer, you know, and I like that aspect of it too. So being able to detach actually is very handy, extremely so. Number 2, I like being original. I like being original or eccentric or different or whatever you want to call it, authentic. I like that. I like beating to my own drum. I can't stand how a lot of people, most of the population, does the same thing, goes on the same vacations, wears the same brands, buys the same brand of makeup, buy the same shoes. It's like, especially like growing up where I did, in the hood, basically, if one person got a new pair of Adidas, everybody had to get that same pair of Adidas or Jordans or whatever the case was. It was like everybody did the same thing, and I hate that. I hate being like a Stepford wife clone, you know? I like doing my own thing, and I don't have to think about it. Some people have to think how to be original, how to be shocking, how to be different, and a lot of times it comes off as really corny. But for Aquarius, that creativity comes very naturally. And we don't even think, how can I be different? We just think, what do I like? And 9 times out of 10, what we like is going to be different than what everybody else is into. And we get a lot of shame for that. But I actually think it's a plus because I don't want to be part of, you know, the status quo. I don't want to look like everybody else and do what everybody else is doing. I want to do my own thing. I want to do what I like, and I don't like having that, you know, you get a lot of peer pressure to do what everybody else is doing. And as an Aquarius, at least most of us push past that and do our own thing anyway. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like being myself. Being a natural detective. Aquarius analyze and figure out things naturally. You know, it's not even, sometimes I figure things out that I'm not even thinking about. It just comes to me. And I'm like, oh, I bet you. And it just comes to me. So we're natural detectives. A lot of people that are around Aquarius say that even when they're trying to deceive the Aquarius seems to be on to what they're trying to do. So I do like that ability. I like that natural detective ability. Being psychically sensitive. A lot of Aquarius are psychically sensitive. Either they're empathic or they're intuitive or a combination of both, and maybe even some more things. Clairvoyant is another big one for Aquarius. I like having those abilities. I'm very clairvoyant. I can read cards and do divination. I can feel other people's emotions. I can actually draw energy from other people's emotions if I need to. I like being able to intuit the right thing to do or not do, or to go or to not go. I like those abilities because having that, what I'm calling psychic sensitive, that psychic sensitive nature, having that is very helpful because a lot of people are treacherous and deceptive. So if you have a really good navigation system, if your intuition, for example, is really strong, it's easier for you to navigate around people. Even if you get caught up in something, it's easier to get out of it. So I like that. I like having that sixth sense, if you will. It's very helpful, especially when you actually use it. Some people are afraid of their abilities. Some people don't know how to use their ability. And I'm like, yo, use that. Figure that out because it's very helpful in a lot of situations. And the last one I like about being Aquarius is that most Aquarius are very intelligent. I like being intelligent. I like being smart. I like reading things, learning things, researching things. I like that. You know, everybody who's Aquarius isn't intelligent, but a great deal of us are. I talk to Aquarius, as y'all know, every day. And a lot of the people I talk to are into reading and researching and physics and science and all kind of different avenues, not just like one topic. They're into all kind of stuff. And I get that a lot from Aquarius. So I like being intelligent and I like being around other intelligent Aquarius. All right, guys, now I'm going to tell you guys my favorite comments. This one was really good. This came from Amethyst Falls. And Amethyst actually is not responding to a video. She's responding to a poem. The other day in the community section, I posted a poem because it was the first poem that I've written in a very long time. I used to write constantly, and I haven't really done it a lot. And I told myself to do something creative because I was working on my sacral chakra. And I was like, once I can write a poem, I know my chakra is ready for me to move on to the next one. I know my creativity is flowing again. So she responded to the poem and she said, "This made me cry. I really felt this. I've been on this vibe for a while, open to receive and gave it up to Goddess. And I've just met someone who is so everything I asked for, and vice versa. That we're almost in awe that we found each other. Know that your love is coming, Queen. I could feel it in the power of your words." Well, Amethyst, I am extremely happy that you met someone that you're really feeling. And I'm glad that you liked the poem, and thank you so much for your comment. That's where I am. I'm just open to receive whatever the universe gives me. If I stay single for the rest of my life, that's good. If I don't, that's good too. I'm just being open to whatever comes. And you're right, I do feel like something's coming. It is really weird. I felt like that for a long time though. I just don't think I was ready for a long time. So now I'm at this space and I'm just open and I'm just like, thy will be done. So I think for a lot of us, that's always the best way to go. And War Clown. Oh, this was funny. War Clown subscribed to me 10 months ago and I thought this comment was funny, so I wanted to read it. He said, "Queen, laugh out loud. So when I was in kindergarten, the teacher told me to turn off the light switch so we could watch a film on the projector. This other kid gets up and races me to turn the switch off. I punched him and screamed. She told me to cut the lights off. I turned the lights back on and then turned them off." Laugh out loud. I saw this same guy a few months ago and reminded his ass. Laugh out loud. I got Rain Man's memory. Laugh out loud. War Clown, that is a cute story. That is hysterical. And it sounds very, it sounds like something that I would do, actually. And War Clown is responding to the video I talked about when I talked about Aquarius holding on to old things. So here he's held on to this since kindergarten. And brought it up a few months ago when he saw the guy. So I think that is hysterical. That is a cute story. Thank you so much for commenting, War Clown. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, that was my last one. So it's time for me to get ready to do the next video. So come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.